I mean, maybe, Kip, my argument that they should consider not buying this year, re-sign Marner, and just take more swings down the road. Maybe that argument isn't a good one at all, and maybe they need a bigger swing to say, we have to plan for maybe he doesn't play every game. We don't need Yanni Gord. We need
Scott Laughton. You need a
you don't need Scott
yeah.
Laughton. You need Kadri, or you need
JT Miller.
I just think
JT Miller. Geez,
I still find it strange that he went from, I'm not sure, talking to the media, I'm not sure, if my back level feel 100% this season, to playing back-to-back games on the weekend. Like that one kind of
stunning.
That one,
it was a stunning development.
stunning.
Yeah,
Absolute.
It doesn't appear that when you have that type of thought process to put him into back-to-back games, you're thinking about maybe resting him down the road.
No.
It just makes no sense.
But they did limit his ice time in both the games, right? Like, I think what did he play?
17,
he
I
played
think.
17-something against the Bruins, and I'm not exactly sure what he played against the Flyers, but it was around there too. Like, they limited him pretty hard. So
They just took him off the PK. It's essentially where the minutes came from, which is good.
Yeah,
Those are not minutes you need him.
Don't need him
eating.
killing penalties.
No, it's fine.
No.
So anyway, my thought anyway is back to that's positive. That he's even able to look like that is encouraging. At least then, if he plays badly, you're also justified in
He
criticizing.
ended up playing 20 on Sunday.
Are you, or are you back to saying he just doesn't look right?
Well,
is it
I
criticism, or
would
is
say
it
that, but the fact that he
he's
can
not
play
100%?
well with the same injury implies that it's
Yeah,
possible.
but the injury can fluctuate too. It could get worse. It could get better. It can
You want to
flare
praise
up.
if you want to just praise him when he's good and take him off the hook when he's bad. I'm sure
I
they would
don't
love
know.
that. They would love
I don't
that.
know. I've just it. Unfortunately, those are the seeds of doubt that we've been planted. To watch grow.
This is the Leafs. It's all doubt. We've planted so many seeds of
41
doubt. We
games.
have a field of doubts.
But in the meantime, another good start, another good showing tonight for Austin, and seeing that jump in that power can further reinforce that he's on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you look at where they are in the standings, and you just have to give everybody involved A+ in terms of a letter grade if you're going to do it. I mean, they were missing half their lineup for a month. Like, they had no bottom six, like Bankin and all these guys that were like, oh, they're not bad. They're not
true.
It's just they had no players, and Marner had a huge part in that. He was unbelievable, carried them for long stretches. Tavares. And to have them be in the position they are with all the injuries and all the stuff that they've gone through, and I guess there's people, they're not listening at Vancouver, that are like, shut up about the injuries, but they went through a lot of it. And to have Craig Berube and the goaltending and everything, to be where they are is pretty impressive, straight up.
Make a half-season statue to Evan McCabe.
Really?
Who kept this team together. And obviously Joseph Woll, the goaltending is great. But
And you lose Stolars now, and Woll stepped in there. Like, it's a well-built. There was a sighting of him today.
Okay.
Was not on the ice,
Not
but
skating.
they did they're doing like the mentors trip thing today. They did a bunch of pictures, and he was spotted at practice at least. So he's on the trip.
Okay.
Somebody's mentor, maybe. I don't know.
When did he go down?
Mid-December against the Devils. Oh, after the Devils, against the Ducks. So that would have been probably December 11th.
December 17th.
Maybe
Okay, after that. Sorry.
third week in February.
You're thinking third week.
After the-
is he? Can he
December
start?
22nd
Can he
is
get
the end of the Four
starts?
Nations.
Can he get starts before that Four Nations?
No.
The 8th? It's a month from now, guys. This is supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. Surely
Maybe
he can
it
get
was
on the
more
ice.
6 to 8 weeks.
I think if you are still in a good position here and you have Joseph Woll playing well, I would agree. Give a 2-week break, and then you could maybe play him after
you
that.
want to pile on Joseph Woll?
So-
It seems safe.
I mean, listen, there's no other options at this point.
Remember Valley saying, we'll have him on here today. He said, you could, if it was playoffs, be 2-3 weeks with that injury. It was his.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, you're right.
Any other thoughts or from a 30,000
that I need to get
view?
off my chest from the weekend. Sucks about Jake McCabe, who may be the most important piece for the Leafs at times.
Yeah.
I like everyone else am expecting Ryan Reeves to be upset about that tonight and tell Garnett about that.
Okay, well, why don't we go to a Kippers Clipper on Craig Berube, on Reeves drawing back in, and then we'll pick up the conversation.
I just wanted a bigger, more physical lineup tonight. Yeah. I just think for going off last game too, and Reeves been out a few games, so I wanted to get him back in, and there were some pretty big hits last game, and stuff. So just got to be prepared, and kind of wanted to go with a more physical and heavier lineup tonight.
Oh yeah, that's all you need to know.
I just thought at random we'd get bigger tonight.
Yeah, I
just
just want to be
didn't
big.
like-
I want to be big and tough tonight for no apparent
I
reason.
don't like that Hathaway and Reeves is in.
Yeah. The Hathaway
Basically what he's saying.
oopsie into Wool, I think, is kind of,
Hildeby?
or into
Yeah.
Hildeby, right.
It
I think
wasn't bad at all.
it wasn't bad at all, but it wasn't good at all either.
100%. And what I actually even like about it is, even though it's, pushing the envelope, the Leafs are consistent with don't
Sticking
touch my goalie.
That's
Right.
love that.
Don't touch my goalie.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't mean to. Be more careful then.
Yeah. The only problem is that, when you got a reputation of a snake like Hathaway slithering on the ice, you don't take your foot off his head.
Yeah, you
And-
wanted McCabe to stay on him.
You can't let
It was
that guy get up and
it was-
chuck
Well,
that.
made a
no,
bad
hold on. You
mistake.
can let him up if you want to take your
No.
gloves off and fight, but it's
No,
like he didn't
no,
quite anticipate.
No.
Just choke him out MMA style.
You
That's
can't,
it.
elbow to
you
the
can't
jugular.
fight
That's it.
Hathaway. You got to have
do
some.
not let him get up. It's over, right?
They're
You
one of the
already-
best hockey players. Check the
hey,
game notes, pal. You
McCabe
can't
already
have
drove
Hathaway.
his head into the ice once.
Yeah.
Like, that's only going to make him matter.
Right, but I thought then, okay,
No,
We're gonna have a fight if we wanna
Doesn't-
fight about it. Here we
fair.
go.
Don't need anybody to. It's a fight. It's a fight. The message has to be, I'm going to put you down, and you're going to stay down.
Yeah.
But everything was great except, he let his guard down a little bit, McCabe, and he paid for it.
yeah, it was an unfortunate way that unfolded.
And let's hope he's a couple of weeks away from coming back again.
Let's check in
You
with
got an update from the coach on it.
Bill Ruby. Yeah,
Yeah.
clip 3, please.
Approximate? Not really. I think it's just you got to go day to day here, and
Uh-oh.
he needs to get back on the ice, and then we'll go from there. I think that's probably the best way I can put it.
That was the update on Hockenpot 2 years ago, too.
Yeah, they're just known as the Toronto day-to-days.
There's the day-to-days. Yeah.
I mean, it's the safest.
Yeah. It's just the least.
But
He's not day-to-day. The
there's
guy
no way
needs to be
day-to-day.
out a minimum of 10 days
Well,
to
and
2
he's
weeks.
literally on IR. He's not even eligible
Yeah.
to play in the league till the
Yeah.
14th of
But he's-
January, which is a week from now.
He's
So
already,
he's not dated.
he's just come off a head injury,
Yeah.
if we're not going to call it a concussion. A head injury.
The Leafs treat us like mushrooms. Is that the line from The Departed? To just feed them crap and keep them in the dark. That's their theory with the rest of us. Just here's what you need to know. Nothing. Shut up.
Timmins draws in for McCabe.
Yeah, that's due. The meteoric rise of Philippe Myers has made Timmins' spot a little bit more tenuous on the back end.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Myers? You've been liking him?
I think he's held his own. It hasn't been overly noticeable either which way, which is a good thing sometimes. Safer thing. Yeah, I'm good with Myers. They just signed him to a 2-year deal at a very friendly, $850?
Yep.
And not but it's buriable. The word is, if you needed to put it in the minors, you could. So,
Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin to Los Angeles Kings, possible deal with Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmons, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmons' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Braden Shen. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. Stay tuned for updates to see if these trades come to fruition and how they might shape the future of Toronto and Los Angeles this season. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Boschman, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. The Kings' situation is complex, as they are in the midst of a transitional period. Their aging roster, which includes a core group that led them to several successful playoff campaigns in the past, has seen some struggles in recent seasons. While there's a clear need for defensive help, Los Angeles may also want to improve their offensive consistency in order to make a deep playoff push. The combination of Boschman's defensive reliability and Versteeg's offensive upside could help the Kings balance their lineup. From the Leafs' perspective, this potential deal is about retooling for the future. The team is in a position to compete, but they also need to solidify certain areas on the ice. Adding a player like Wayne Simmonds could provide the grit and scoring touch that the team has been missing. Furthermore, acquiring a mid-range draft pick could help with future team-building efforts, as Toronto looks to remain competitive while still developing young talent. The inclusion of Kaberle in the trade package could be a strategic move for both teams. The veteran defenseman, who has been with the Leafs for a long time, has seen his role diminished in recent seasons. However, his experience and offensive abilities could be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, who could use a steady presence on the blue line to help their younger players develop. The talk surrounding Brayden Schenn's potential involvement in the deal adds an intriguing layer to the negotiations. Schenn, a versatile forward, has shown flashes of brilliance but has been inconsistent at times. If the Leafs are able to land him, it could be a great opportunity for both the player and the team to find success together. Schenn's physicality, two-way game, and leadership could be exactly what the Leafs need to bolster their forward group. While the trade market can be volatile and unpredictable, these rumors suggest that both the Kings and Leafs are preparing for significant changes. For Toronto, this could mark the beginning of a new era, with a focus on adding more experience and depth. For Los Angeles, the trade could be a chance to retool and address some of the weaknesses in their lineup, while still competing for a playoff spot this season. Of course, as with any trade rumors, it's important to remember that these discussions are fluid and can evolve quickly.